Putting more money in female sports has been the reason for the influx of men coaching female teams. After picking up one of these, Chrysanthi found it was just important to her as a tennis racket. Anyone has the ability to shoot a bow and arrow. The SIU softball team believes they can add 2017 to that outfield wall right there. Coach Walker recruits the same kind of athlete, one who excels in the classroom and is a fast swimmer too. Club baseball players who are seniors have been playing baseball their entire lives, and hanging up their cleats will be a new experience. It's one of the best seasons since 2009. The SIU men's tennis team would be disheartened to see the program go. When used properly, most of the power you generate comes from your legs and your hip rotation in Shotokan karate, instead of using so much force on your upper body. With the tennis program being cut, both men and women student athletes are able to keep their scholarships. Athletes could either transfer, be at a school for an extra year because of eligibility, or they can continue their education right here at SIU. One tennis star decided to stay, follow her passion, and will play a big role in the media next semester. Current Saluki tennis star Athena Chrysanthi will be the editor-in-chief of the Daily Egyptian next semester. The Daily Egyptian is the SIU campus newspaper and has been around for 100 years. Chrysanthi is learning the job from current EIC Anna Spurry.
Training under Anna is teaching me a lot, and I'm so grateful to have her right now to help me and to show me how things work, because I haven't had as much experience.
She discovered her passion for news because of her basic photojournalism instructor, Phil Greer.
And I found a real passion through his teachings and the work that he would show us of not only his, but other current photojournalists, older photojournalists.
Greer worked at the Chicago Tribune as a photojournalist for 24 years and has been teaching at Southern for 15. He sees her other passion as something she can do for the rest of her life.
She's going to be doing that until the day that she's no longer able to walk, and that might not be until she's 126 because she's a trained athlete.
After picking up one of these, Chrysanthi found it was just important to her as a tennis racket.
I picked up a camera and then I haven't been able to put it down since, just like tennis. So photojournalism, journalism is starting to will fill the hole for me when tennis is gone in the next year.
In her 3 years on the Saluki tennis team, Chrysanthi has 77 total wins and is second on the team for most total wins. She worries a lot about others and wants to make sure they are happy.
Athena cares about people a lot. She puts other people first and then she puts herself. I feel like this is one of her strengths and also weaknesses, because she does so much for other people that sometimes she forgets to do good stuff for herself and take care of herself.
Chrysanthi's experience as a Division I athlete will be something she will use to be successful as the editor-in-chief.
She observes the other teammates and she can tell when someone's down or someone needs more encouraging. And I think that's going to play a really big role in her being editor-in-chief.
Take all the skills and everything I've learned from being on the tennis team in here and motivating, the staff and helping create an environment that's going to be fun for everyone.
Saluki point guard Mike Rodriguez has improved his offensive game in his senior campaign. Currently, he is averaging 14.4 points per game, jumping 6 points from last year. Head coach Barry Henson thinks Rodriguez is a special player with the ball in his hands.
He's hard to guard, guys. He's just hard to guard. I know everybody's scouting report is to keep him in front of you, don't let him get downhill, and when he's not sped up, he's really hard to guard.
The Saluki point guard attributes his success to this past summer.
I even stayed at SIU. I didn't even go home for the summer. I just worked on every part of my game. And when you work so hard, you're confident in yourself, and that's what I am right now. I want to win. That's all. That's really it.
When the game is on the line, Rodriguez does not shy away from the pressure.
The thing that I like about Michael, and you guys have figured this out now after 2 years, he wants the ball in his hands at crunch time.
Rodriguez, Bowl, and the rest of the team will be at the SI Arena this Saturday at 4, taking on Texas Southern. Good evening, and welcome to Saluki Sports View. I'm Joey Dalo.
And
men's hoop is already making news for next year's team. The Salukis officially signed guard Demarius Jacobs of Uplift High School in Chicago. And SIU Athletics announced its 2017 class for the Saluki Hall of Fame. The class will have 6 athletes. 2 will be from baseball, including 12-year MLB veteran Jason Frazier. And in 2001, the Yankees were playing the Diamondbacks. And last night's Game 7 had an overnight rating of 25.2. So, in layman's terms, that means a quarter of all the TVs that were on in the United States were tuning into that game. Point guard for the SIU men's basketball team started off the 2016 season sidelined with an injury in the preseason. He barely practiced with the team, but he's off to such a quick start scoring the ball. Chrysanthu is an international student from the United Kingdom. She says she's still learning about the American media every day and its ethical practices. And kickoff for the game Saturday is at 2 and can also be streamed live on ESPN3.
All right, so with the Blues looking to tie the series tonight, what do you think their strategy should be going in?
Well, obviously in the last game, the Blues had Tarasenko score a hat trick. I think they should rely on their captain like David Backes, the shootout master himself, TJ Oshie, and maybe Alexander Steen to step up their game because they can't just rely on one player. Hockey's a team sport.
So it's about everyone stepping up.
Everybody needs to step up. Full force is a go tonight.
All right, thanks, John.